Hello everybody, it is me and the boy right here watching Me and the Boys versus Offset as they look to establish themselves for playoff contention. And man, today has been backwards day, Boggs. Everyone's on time, things are rolling. Let's skip the pleasantries, huh? Let's go straight to that gameplay.
Yeah, it's some nice and sunny dust too. Mirroring what's outside, or not mirroring, but contrasting what's outside for me. Good old rainy day.
Yeah, same here.
It's nice to see some sun, some nice hot weather. You know,
Yeah.
might just be a break, but
Terrible map
hope for some hot.
mechanics, good sun, cloudy weather outside. Hey, sounds like a great day for some Counter-Strike. But hey, joke aside, A says, I'm going to go down this lane that no man shall pass through, and he does not pass through it. But it's going to be double flashes towards the B site and overwhelm that single player. But it's going well so far until Mepsons arrives and so Green destroys him from the side, and OBJ now all alone. There's barely any damage dealt to these players. This is going to be quite a tough one.
Oh yeah, I mean Offset. They had some moments in their map against on overpass against Kova, but OBJ not gonna have one of them here. He has a couple good shots, but in the end goes down to a flank. And Me and the Boys picking up the first round, pretty clean as well, as you mentioned, until the last couple kills from OBJ. Might have a good start here against Offset, who are going for a couple deagles. They're not going for the full save here. We saw what Severo can do with that cannon in hand. I'm expecting to see him hit a couple heads here.
Yeah, and this is one of those maps where it's kind of easy to find those angles with the deagle, right? As long as you're not overextending in middle. 9 significant amount of damage. 1 casualty. Not sure if that was worth it, to be honest. He lost a lot of equipment off that one, but he has information, and I think Me and the Boys got this one secured for now. They even have online God and a contingency plan towards Goose on A site. Surely they will not expect an MP9, and if they do even get up short A, that MP9 is just going to shred them.
Right there, even at long range, online God, and then the long range headshot onto Just A, and then as is coming in for the last kill once again. And Me and the Boys off to a strong start, but they have to contend with some Kriegs now, Roy. Double Kriegs on OBJ and Just A, but a minimal amount of utility for Offset. I have to think they're going to go for something fast, or they're just going to try to lay out mid. We'll see what they do though. 2 SMGs, and there's a Mag 7 lying in CT spawn as well.
In the Boys committing 4 people early to establish that long A control. I actually respect that. I feel like establishing long A respect early is probably the key to a successful they start getting comfortable just overwhelming long A and pushing up short fast. That's when it becomes problematic with the pacing. But right now, Offset seems to be controlled quite well. They haven't really gained much. They just got short A control. They have B tunnels, but they have not gained access to middle, and they have definitely not gained access to long A.
No, indeed they don't. There's a double up middle setup with an MP9 at close range, so it can take the aggro away, and Online God can come in from behind and spray him down with the A1S. A lot of damage potentially dealt mid. But Offset might be hedging over towards B. They seem to be gathering their forces into the upper tunnels, maybe have a mid-B split with these 2 players popping out mid. And I think that's going to be the case. Mepson with the MP9 up close and personal can do some damage, but the smoke will ward him off. And now it's time for Online God to through the blast from Mepson gets 1, but there's a half damage or more than half damage. Rizza, Just A, however, will drop Zorin. And that's not going to be a good ending for Me and the Boys, who will probably have to save here. I don't think they have any kits as well. And there's 4 alive on a B site hold. Thou shalt not retake B site is the cardinal rule of Dust 2. And Me and the Boys will save.
Checking the commandments, and commandment number 1, thou shalt not retake B. That's definitely there. Aziz looking to hold on to that M4. Luckily, the car's providing him a little cover. Oh. And good night, sweet prince. That's an AK upgrade right there. Not sure if he's going to overextend for it. It's probably not worth it to die for, but I think he's going to get that no problems. Oh, that's a FAMAS. FAMAS to an AK. That's even better.
Boys to figure that one out. Have the FAMAS going for the upgrade. So they come out with 2 primary rifles. One's an AK, and a FAMAS to an AK, I say that's quite a jump.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the economy here for both of these teams is still definitely rough. This is prime time for either of these teams, right? Offset picked this up. They have a string of rounds coming their way. MeAndTheBoys, they find this one, then they might just slow down. Offset's pace. Now it's a ball game class, a 50-50. The flashes, the Molotovs are all out. They're inside the pit, a 1-for-1 trade. Now the other class is coming in.
Raiko coming to clean up shop as OBJ down his teammates. Without the bomb in hand, the Molotov preventing him from recovering it. But Sodoto comes in, watching the flank, and the alert kill goes his way. The bomb recovered as well now for Offset in a 2v2. They have a lot of time and even more room on the map to move about. B-site wide open, catwalk clear as well. Z's from Car, though, can be a very difficult man to clear out, but Sodoto has a Molotov. However, I think they are going to bring it back and try to go towards the opposite side, at least for now. There's so much time on the clock for Offset.
They're doing just that. Down the lanes. Fortunately for them, Reiko's in a solid position to hold back against this, and this off angle, they might not expect this late game right here, so he might just have the off angle, but he can't quite land the shots, and it's going to be Sodoto to save OBJ out of that one. Now it's Aziz. He's not quite sure. He spotted them going cat, but the smokes the mid to B. That's definitely going to let them know that this is not coming his way. It's going to be towards the B side. Aziz firing off shots. That's going to give away his position, and I think he's going to save. Probably just going to save this one. Yep.
I think he has to. No kid.
Gotta follow the commandments.
He's going to go the farthest corner away from the B site corner. Aside from going diagonal. No, just chill out on it. While Sodoto and OBJ will relish in their victory. They did lose 3 members, but the money far worse for MeAndTheBoys than it will be for Offset. Who will have rifles up once again, although I wouldn't be surprised to see them go with a couple MP9 or Mac 10s rather. As I'm sure they'd like to get a couple bits of cash. 600 per kill, a lot better. Oh, an SG for Aziz, that's not bad at all. But the loss of 3 or 4 teammates rather, and the loss of the round will hurt a little more than the SG can soothe. Upgraded pistols across a couple players potentially, but up against them, it's a full buy from Offset, including the op on OBJ. 5 scopes for Offset.
There's no such thing as not enough scopes. Scopes are plenty in this meta. They doing alright in amount of damage, but it's come at a cost, unfortunately for him.
I think that cost is a little too large to pay for 49 points of damage. That's the armored player, the player with utility, and the player with the Krieg.
This is just a patience game right now from Offset. They're fishing. They're waiting for these players to take the bait on this quiet us two. Peek out short, peek out mid, peek out upper B. The things that MeAndTheBoys kind of need to start doing, right? But it's okay this time around. Oh my god, nice shot to Rizza, but there's an instant trade. Both players are dropped back, so they cannot be recovered. They know there's at least one more player out of the 3. That's the second player showing himself. He's got himself a kill and got an out of dodge. That's a great pick from Reiko. He's actually made this almost manageable, I feel, for MeAndTheBoys.
Zorin has also picked the Krieg. He has a kid on his back as well. This is definitely doable. And Mepson has armor. A kill through the smoke is going to go massively, as well as damage. Look at the HP on these last 2 Offset players. One of them's gone down, and now Mepson in tunnels. All he has to do is bide his time and wait for his teammates to come in. It's a 3v1 retake. This is when you do retake B. It's still potential for just A to close this one out. A lot of potential for him. He starts it off well with 1 kill. However, there's 2 more players coming in on him. He's spotted the head of Reiko. He does not know where Zorin's come through. Both players prime for window. They jump down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and it doesn't even need to go that way as Reiko unscoped will take him down. Has enough time for the unkitted defuse as well. An op picked up an SG, and most importantly, the round for MeAndTheBoys. The eco buy works. A couple upgraded pistols were all they needed, and that's a phenomenal round to steal away by MeAndTheBoys.
Huge round, and I'm sorry, did I catch that correctly? Did Reiko just flying shoot him with the SG, or was that the player above that got that one?
Reiko was just standing still.
Okay.
At the time he
It looked like he was falling out of the sky with the SG and gotten the kill. I would have been mad for Offset, but MeAndTheBoys, that was a solid played round. It just took their time. They didn't really get too anxious. They didn't get too peaky. They just waited for the right time to strike. They used the element of surprise to find the opening picks and even it up towards the end. And solid work at the end by Ryko. And it's the Dodo, the Deagle God. This man just never ceases to amaze with Deagle. And now PR catches one as well. And OBJ to follow up. He wasn't beating the action. But Aziz, he's trying to salvage the round.
Anything you can do, I can do better. And right now, Offset with a better eco round as they're going to keep 4 alive unless Reiko can somehow pull this back. He's brought it to a 1v2. This is definitely doable for him, but the bomb has gone down on B. And up against him is a scout trained on his position, as well as a full HP player in PR in middle. I don't think he'll expect this. He spots the cross, and he's going to have full aggro on it. Free kill here. And offset the victory from MeAndTheBoys in the previous round. Come away with 2 M4s, and they forced MeAndTheBoys back to pistols once again. Not quite a double, could be a double eco scenario here for them as well.
I wonder if they'll force up. Yeah, they're gonna go for it. I feel like they had no choice but to go for it, honestly. M4 odd, that's something to work with. They have the Deagles. They made it work last time. They're just gonna look to do it again, but yeah, that's a big drop off. I mean, they got a Guardian Angel round and back-to-back Offset. Throw it or no. So Reed looking for the kill out in middle right here. Right found the opening kill. Going for the second. That's a great follow-up. And a third as well. Now it's just A. He's opened up the B site. But it's such a favorable trade for MeAndTheBoys. They have a flank coming in as well. That could be upper B. Oh, not like this.
Just A making it just B. His bomb's gone down. Reiko and Mepson without a kit, with rifles, and that's about it. They've used their one smoke to tunnels, and that has advertised which direction they're coming from on this retake. Just A holding down the door. He's going to spray down for 4, and a 4th rail on the board for Offset as well. What a round from Just A, though. That was phenomenal.
Huge round. Yeah, he completely derailed that potential for MeAndTheBoys. They started off so well for them, but that opening pick on B side made that infinitely easier. Then the postman was beautiful. Now it's MeAndTheBoys paying the consequences of their mistakes, unfortunately, with Offset looking to take a 5th round on the board, and they're not slowing down. This is a choo-choo all the way through A.
The A train has no brakes. They're just going to storm on in, surging forward. Utility going out. Liza spotted out 1. He'll take some damage from his own teammate, but deal more in return. First kill goes their way. I don't think that it's going to be a round for MeAndTheBoys. The bomb goes down. And OBJ is now here for some more cleanup duty. Takes a dink, so he'll fall off and trade spots with Just A. Ooh, are they going to boost me up to the blue? I think they are. In the meantime, though, I don't think MeAndTheBoys are going to really be content to fight this. Just maybe get a couple exits to see if they can escape with a gun or 2 in hand. No real reason to give any free kills over the side of Offset anyway. Boost their confidence at the loss of an upgraded pistol. No reward with high risk. Epson, yeah, go for it. Or a USP. We'll see if we can get an exit and move on to the next round. Offset sure will. 5 men alive, a flawless win. The money on MeAndTheBoys is not fantastic either. Their utility will be limited. They're going for a half. I actually really like this call.
Yeah, get those weapons, get the ops, get the extra utility. I mean, you kind of need that for long A control nowadays in this current meta. I do like this call. They have Deagles, and that seems to be working quite nicely for them. Oh, that's a new smoke and flash. Okay. You, MeAndTheBoys. That's Offset.
Yeah, Offset's had some pretty funky utility, even on Overpass too, and I really like how they play it with their unsold setups for standard utility. Rizza and PR getting 2 kills, but Reiko's picked up an AK. However, Satoto on the lurk once again. His presence on the rotation. Reiko's still here on Goose. He takes down 1 more before he falls. And Aziz, an impossible task, will fall in the end. Offset will pick up their 6th. They only lose 2 as well, so good for their economy. But MeAndTheBoys with the double op setup now, this is where things get dangerous, and there's a potential for MeAndTheBoys to start to spiral upwards and make Offset trend down.
Now they got what they're looking for, Boggs. The double ops. Oh, Z's opening pick down mid. Nice shot. That's going to make things a little bit more manageable now for MeAndTheBoys. And again, this is, we talk a lot about this, Boggs, but this is still the most T-sided map in the pool. Smoke is a reach. He's gonna force him through, but he needs to kill for the follow-up. But it'll be Aziz, who's now in a pincer, and this teammate couldn't quite bail him out of that one. Now it's Dodo holding back the retake in mid, and as long as he's in this position alive, this will become extremely difficult here for me and the boys. But Rizza will eliminate Online God, making this even more difficult now for me and the boys, unless they can find these kills. Starting with Dodo out here in the middle.
If they don't find Sododo fast, I have to say the same call comes in and Sododo. He gets one. Mepson only gets one before Sododo picks up 3 on the round. And Offset starting to train rounds together. 5 in a row for them. Looks like a potential 6th as well. As all that will be up against them will be a half buy from me and the boys. A scout, 2 scouts, a couple of CZs, and a deagle. Tag them and bag them in the name of the game. But they're going to have to do some serious tagging and even better bagging to make this one a reality. Heavy presence towards B, though, and I think me and the boys might be getting aggressive. Smepson's working his way up the tunnel. But Sododo is ready. He's waiting for this. He's primed. As long A will be taken over by Offset. Me and the boys far removed from the way that Offset want to go. Sododo with a clean shot. And I'm really enjoying watching Sododo play. He's been one of the standout players for me so far today, and definitely somebody who's fun to watch.
No, definitely. It's not just today, I can tell you that. He's been a lot of fun to watch throughout this season and even the last season as well. He was a standout player for Offset. Now, Raiko, that's a good pick against OBJ. That was out towards long A. Now they've limited all the pressure. It's going to allow Online God the ability to just peer into mid. And hello, Rizza. Thank you for the kill. Now these 2 players towards the B side just need to hold as strong as possible. They're going to bag him set up, but the smokes and flashes are extremely effective right now for Offset. And Smepson now, Scout, not able to land his shots. And that is the B site.
That's huge from Online God, though. It brings it back to 2v2. Just A and Sododo, though. 2 heavy hitters. The Molotov forces Sododo back, but now he's just in a better spot to watch the window. Reiko has armor, but he's stuck on a scout. Just A. He's gonna creep. But Sododo gets tagged. This is doable for Online God now, despite the fact that he has armor. He just needs to isolate the 1v1. Just A swings out. There's no way he can isolate it. As these 2 members of Offset are able to counter me and the boys. We'll be back on a bye, but Offset at 8 rounds already. They can pick up more. It'll be very dire straits for me and the boys. Despite Dust 2 being a T-sided map, a heavy one attack. Offset demolishing whatever defenses me and the boys can salvage.
Now, this is becoming tricky for me and the boys. They need at least 1, 2, 3 more rounds ideally. Preferably not 2. But even a 5-round finish here would be all right. But now look at this from Offset. They already got PR in their faces. Now there's a lot of pressure on this B anchor. He has nowhere to stand, nowhere to hide, and he gets eliminated in the pincer once again. And on top of that, they have a second contingency plan with a Sododo drop off and spawn. But 3-round 2, still manageable for me and the boys. However, the bigger problem here for me is how much utility is still left in the hands of Offset. They have enough to hold back these choke points for a hot minute.
Yeah, Riz actually taking a little bit of self-damage. Dade's doing some more to Riz, though. He's down to 17 HP, but me and the boys gonna call it a day. They're gonna run away. 9th now for Offset. The money again for me and the boys at max loss, so 3,400 in the bank for all these players. And I think they might have wanted to call a timeout a little bit ago. But it's gonna be 7 in a row for Offset now. Gotta say this here, me and the boys need to start training rounds together, and it needs to start now or else.
Yeah, agreed.
Offset will pretty much be in position to win this easily.
I personally have a rule that if a team that I'm playing against wins 4 rounds in a row, I'm pausing instantly. You never really want people to enter flow, right? As soon as they enter flow, that's when it just gets crazy.
I have a similar role myself, or rule, except if I'm going to be on an eco, I put it on the next round. That's my own thing. I'm going to use the eco.
Yeah, agreed. Alright, cool. He's holding down long A. Gonna hold back Offset for now, who was trying to Online God takes a peek out mid, exchanges some damage. Unfortunately for him, that means he can't really regress with the op too much. But this setup towards A, it could work out well. Oh, I thought that was a nade. That first one was a nade. If it was reversed, the nade and the smoke combo, Yard would have been demolished by that. Now, I'd like to set up here for me and the boys. The only problem with the setup, Boggs, is if Ryko falls, if he gives up long A control, these two players have nowhere to hide. They don't have short A to fall back to. They'll have to either jump to sight boxes or just die in the crossfire, really. They don't have a choice. Now it's Ryko to hold back against what's an important hold here for me and the boys.
Got the bomb, got the first, but he will not get the second. Just A swings and just demolishes Ryko. Aziz, though, will take down OBJ, and he gets the second on the Just A. However, PR is coming in from short, and he's gotten the first kill. Green, oh, he catches PR trying to drop down to elevator. Now he knows where Sododo is, 25 HP and an op and a dream, but time is a factor. Me and the boys do not have to face at all. All they have to do is wait and stay alive. And that's exactly what they're going to do. A huge round for me and the boys, especially if they can keep 3 alive as well. If they can take down Sododo and take 3 secondary op into the next round, that would be even bigger. But right now, they're taking a critical victory on their road to make this a salvageable half and potential for a comeback.
Yeah, nice discipline there from me and the boys to not hunt for that, right? There's really no way you're going to break Offset's economy at this point. Let him have it. Keep your economy strong. Keep that SG. Keep that AK. Make this ride easier for you. Make the rest of this half manageable. Now they have the full utility. They're going to go for the long A control again. And I like this from me and the boys. Do not give up long A pressure. The problem is the bits of B splits have been kind of deadly, right? They have not really found a solution to those fast bits of Bs from Offset. And they're lucky that wasn't done this round because that could have been problematic for them as well.
It might very well end up being mid to B split, though. Offset setting a lot of players into middle. The bomb left in upper tons, and the rotations coming in primed and ready for a B split. Early Molotovs being used to flush out the first 4 players into the B1. Now Riz is getting a little more information. He's going to push through fire. So Dodo takes so much damage. That could actually be the undoing of Offset in this round. Still a lot more to do. Nepson holding a flash. But he's still spraying, and he gets 2. Aziz comes in and gets the trade, and now the last 2 players are in tunnels. They're going to flush through the smoke, and Zorine finishes off OBJ through the smoke on the continuous spray. And me and the boys striking back heavily. They can get this last round. I definitely have to say that's a great way to end this half and a great way to start a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying, right? All they need on the board is 5-6 rounds, and it's an easy comeback.
Easy catch.
Easy catch. Right now, 3 defenders once again. And I think they might just go off this pick, but actually they'll just reset. Zorine falls. He's been the hard holder for the B site. Now Offset are in a great position to just control the outcome. A minute man advantage with minute 30 left on the clock. Now Ryko, he has different plans in mind, but he can't quite finish what he started. The Dodo survives.
Ryko will go down. It's OBJ with the opening 2. Versus aggression B. Now it's holding the rotations, and B site has been abandoned by me and the boys as well. And where are Offset heading? Back to that B site. There's only 1 player close. It's Aziz. He can get him a kill. Doable. He salvages 1 spray, but it's a lot of damage. And in the meantime, Dodo has dropped his teammates. Mepson goes down as Aziz falls to Rizza. And Offset finish it off with double digits in the first half. A good way to answer back. And a fantastic T half from them. Just A and Sododo as well. Fantastic individually. And Offset, if it can take this pistol round, me and the boys will be up a creek without a paddle.
What Offset has in mind here? Couple flashes in a kit. And the boys, they're gonna rock the double smokes, triple flashes, P250 for online God. But he's trying to live true to that name, Boggs. For online. They need this round, so he's gonna have to be a god. The Dodo, though, he's starting to get information here by the second. Soon, Offset will be able to readjust their numbers and reinforce the A site. As soon as these players show themselves, it's gonna be instant number shuffling happening.
I think they're already gonna start the rotation. Upper Tons has been cleared. Sododo already making his way, as is Rizza. Now they've seen presence long A, and a flash comes through. OBJ tucked behind Big Box and behind Carr. PR taps away, only getting 1. Sododo comes in for another. Taps are coming through from both sides, but it's Rizza now to get another kill. He goes down in the end with the bomb. not yet able to cross the sights. Dodo watching, ever vigilant and ever precise. However, the bomb finally planted. Just A and Dodo, the star men for Offset up against Aziz and Zorine. Just A already an elevator. It's Dodo. He can capitalize on Aziz. He's huge. There it goes. Zorine, the last alive in a very dire situation. He gets the first, but he needs the second on it. Dodo, he gets it. 4 kills in the round for him as well.
Wow, that was so huge from Zorine. I was just thinking in my head how poorly played that was from MeAndTheBoys. I mean, they had long game control. Why give that up for free, right? Why allow yourself to be stuck in a sandwich? You don't really know where they're coming from. You don't know if they're coming from short or from long or from any direction. You have to kind of maintain. Ooh, that's a sentence stopper right there. That was a 6 shot from Online God, but MeAndTheBoys, they secured the round. Zorine 4K single-handedly putting that round on his back. So job well done right there. And MeAndTheBoys are back on track. Now Offset. They're a man down in what is a force buy box. If they lose this one, MeAndTheBoys could quickly close this gap.
Yeah. And Online God doing more damage to the door this time. As maybe he's about to start to live up to his name. Only 57 ADR currently, but that can change quickly. Especially getting some scout tags while his team goes for the bags. But there's scouts on the side of Offset as well. A couple of them. A Deagle and a P250. Although Dodo, the king of the Deegs, has been eliminated. That's going to be a little weight off the shoulders of MeAndTheBoys. Rissa, though, capable in his own right. Just A as well. OBJ, competent scouter. And PR, low HP, but he has a long-range weapon. Through its dodge as Aziz plays counter flash. But before he does get the trade, Just A drops Zorine. So it's going to be a rifle upgrade. Scouts tagging. The bags come through from Rizza. But the Galil now gets to his Mepsin on the fadeaway. Drops one more. But OBJ is making it a 1v2. He can pick up a rifle as well. There's an AK down for him. This now gets very sketchy for MeAndTheBoys. Reiko trapped in CT spawn. And Mepsin is just going to book it to B through the tunnels. Take it safe and sound. Reiko has to hit the shot. That's exactly what he does.
You're saying Reiko's trapped. I'm thinking OBJ is trapped. OBJ. Not quite enough map control for that one, unfortunately. One man against the world. Now Offset. That was just, I have to say, a solid round. They almost had that one. A couple of different kills had gone differently, and maybe we see it with an Offset with a potential eco. But now it's MeAndTheBoys doing their streak. Now it's full broke hours for Offset. Flashbang out wall. Reiko spotted several players in this direction. One man. Can't quite count to 3 like Valve.
Hey, we're getting a new Half-Life game. It's just not Half-Life 3.
Yeah, it's Half-Life 1.5, which is half Half-Life 3. Which is, I guess, still kind of works.
It's half of 3. So Valve could divide numbers divisible by 3. They just can't add or count to 3. Hey, it's just going to be half that range by a Mac. That's got to be a little bit of insult to injury. Mac 10 taking you out at range when you have a Deagle. It's got to hurt. Also, isn't there Dota 3 now, essentially, with the new Dota patches?
Yeah, people are saying that, but it's not officially Dota 3.
We need Counter-Strike 2 before we can get to Counter-Strike 3.
For a second. Right now, it's a long game clash. Everybody's blind. No one has seen anything for the last 5 seconds, Boggs. Oh my lord. Now the Molotov's gonna flush the team out. He has nowhere to hide, nowhere to stand, and Offset hold down long A control beautifully. It's Online God to try to close this one. Oh, he gets a player to his right. Wait.
Oh no. Not like this, boy. He's gonna get the plant at the very least, which will secure a bye for his squad. But it's B site. And you know what they say about B on Dust 2.
Oh, if he landed that shot, that would have made it so possible. Now he's going to have to go for freestyle plays, but unfortunately the aim isn't quite there. And the no-scope there. Now they know exactly where he is. In the open they go, and Offset reclaim the round, but double kill plus a ball plant in a 1v5. I call that a success.
I'd call that more than that. The economy of Offset, which have been floundering for money. They do get a double op setup out of it, but they will still be hurting for cash. Their buy is not going to be fantastic, whereas me and the boys can still get a buy up. They can still have themselves a good chunk of money. Not left over, but enough for op, AKs, and maybe a little on Reiko. Never mind, full AKs, an SG, and an op. Utility a little lacking, but I don't think they'll go for a long aim pop. Ooh, so Dodo gets tagged, and that's massive damage done by Online God, who seems to be coming online with that op in hand.
The boys, it's still prime time to strike back. Economy for Offset is definitely vulnerable. Now, are you seeing the difference in approach here for me and the boys versus Offset? Offset was like hyper aggressive in the beginning of their team side, right? They were doing the fast mid to Bs. They weren't afraid to go down highway. Now, I mean, the boys are kind of playing slow, and playing slow kind of plays into the double op setup, right? You open up your chances to get picked apart. The flashbang is not nearly effective enough, even though OBJ was in the open.
Yeah, the flashbang barely blinded him at all, with just A close to the wall as well. That was a perfect 1-2 punch from Offset. They didn't even need the 2, they just needed the 1. And OBJ will get away with a free pick, and Sedoto's primed in window to get some more damage dealt, as there's a few players ready to walk out middle. Without a flash, Dodo will get a couple kills. Just A does damage on the Online God. Now flashes from both teams out to middle, but the push is going to split in towards B. Kill goes away at PR. He gets traded, but Dodo through the wall eliminates Mepton, but Online God is here, but he has not escaped through the window. Serene last alive in a 1v3. A rifle on the B site behind the pillar. This is doable. There's players from every angle. They will get themselves a 12th. They strike 2 in a row. And me and the boys will not have a buy in this round. The double op setup is retained as well. And Offset starting to retain their glory from the previous half. Good sign from them as they started off really rough. Their first gun round went extremely poorly. But now they seem to stabilize.
It looks like it, to be honest. B back in hand for Just A. Double op setup is maintained. Unfortunately, for me and the boys, even with the bomb plant, their economy is still not quite over that buy territory. So we'll be upgraded pistols. Actually, not that high. It's just 4 Glocks and a P250 and a Hail Mary out long. Long range Glocks, Bob. I wonder how this story ends.
I don't think it'll be losing to Glocks. It's an easy farm. It's Just A and Rizzo.
Oh.
Actually, Just A dies. So,
Not bad.
successful round, I would say, for me and the boys.
Yeah, there's a chance. There's like a small chance that SG could have been lost forever.
Hey, I'll take the Glock rush kill. I mean, what else can you really hope for a Glock rush besides the kill? It's Glocks after all. Although I would rather take Glocks than Bisons. I just don't.
Yeah, the Bison is not a very good weapon. I'll say that.
It doesn't spray well either. It's not like the normal SMGs, which at least can spray pretty decent. The Bison's just 8 damage per bullet, and it doesn't hit heads ever.
Yeah, so what's weird about this round is me and the boys actually have full information on the B site. They know that no one is past this big box. Online God has been posted up with the op this entire time. So if they decide to explode here late, they know that they only really have to look right. Now that smoke is perfectly timed. This shuffles things for Offset. Now they can be anywhere. And me and the boys are ruined. Rizzo with a sick kill off the flashbang of Stododo. Raiko gets eliminated, and me and the boys still have no response. A lot of information coming out here for Rizzo as well. He knows. He has full ideas of what's going on here. No pressure long A, no one in mid or up close at Xbox. It's either B or it's B. Mepson shows himself mid, and now the pressure's coming in from upper B. So this is starting to shape up pretty clearly.
Mepson, though, eliminating the mid presence, enabling the boys to go out with their knives out. And it's going to be an easy kill for PR. Just A adds 2 to the total, and he's going to make it a second on the round. PR coming in as well. Offset 14-8, 2 rounds away from victory. The double op setup survives. Got a little dicey in the middle as Mepson got 2 kills, but in the end, Offset will retain their lead, retain their dominance. And quietly, Just A's gotten to 25 kills.
Yeah, he's insane right now. And the boys gonna try the, not quite the Glock rush this time. It is definitely upgraded pistols and armor. Several smokes in hand. Probably looking for that short A. Couple smokes up top, one smoke down below. Open themselves up for the opportunity to flood onto that A site, get the bomb planted, and hey, if they can survive, or at least have a good amount of numbers in that post plant, there's a chance.
Deagle Pop Cat seems to be the call. Smoke's going in, smoke's going out. Flash is soon to follow. They hit a couple heads. There's a lot of potential. He's has dropped, but where? And he gets one. He does damage. Sodoto's so low. Now the mid play comes in, but Sodoto with the op through the smoke gets one more, and I believe damage on the Mepson before all said and done.
Wait.
Taking down Rizza. This is where things get messy. Double op set up for B. Take B. I don't fancy offset's chances in this round now.
Unless you're exposing yourself.
Indeed, that's not the play right there. Play it smart, play it passive, and huddle up on that B site where it's so hard to clear, especially with ops. Mepson gets one, but OBJ 1v1 versus Online God. Online God doesn't have any armor either. OBJ can go for this with USP out. I don't think he'll be expecting Online God in the back site box. Mixed the steps, doesn't clear the angle, and Online God will win that round out for me and the boys. What a round for them as well.
You're not going to get many more of these rounds, so you got to run with this. This actually just kind of...
the boys.
This really just put a wrench in Offset's plans. Right now, their economy is in a different shape than they thought it was going to be in. Double op setup is maintained. However, they both don't have armor. This is a 2 glass can. They could have got armor. They opted for the extra utility instead.
I respect that.
Do you? I don't know
I
how to feel about
respect
that.
it. I don't agree with it.
You already have OBJ with a smoke, right? I mean, a couple extra flashes probably aren't going to be a game changer, but that aim punch could be a game changer.
Yeah, I can see where they're coming from, especially trying to ignore them literally and figuratively. But better option. Ooh. That's a good shot from Riz, who eliminates Aziz, but OBJ eventually falls as Online God, finishes the job he started. And now it's time for me and the boys to rush up long. They're turning forward, getting cross, but Rizza has the op. He's going to stop one on the cross. The flashbang avoids him, but Messi has jumped through and gotten down. However, PR comes through. Rizza swings again. Reiko the last alive. Ooh! From the car. He only needs one more, but it's going to be Rizza to win it out from the site. So close for me and the boys, and yet so far as Rizza locks things down. An offset match point here. We could be looking at a 14-10 scoreline with offset broke. Counterattack actually comes in. OBJ with the offense hearing through mid-doors. And me and the boys want to go towards B. Direction from Rizza that actually ends up betraying him. So Dodo has to go for the trade. He gets it. But it's a 4v4 that opens up a little more space for me and the boys and gives them a more favorable engagement wherever side they want to go. It still seems they want to go to B. They have 4 players, 3 players now in tunnels, 1 watching mid. But Aziz and Zoreen are limited. They have CZs. They have 3 flashes, a smoke, and a Molotov. And another smoke to wall off the mid tunnel or B tunnels. Meaning that PR could even get a little more aggressive if you want to. Online God posted up, but now mid control being established. Offset are reading this perfectly. Rotating in, and OBJ swings for the first. Zoreen, next victim. This time it's just a kill. Aziz goes through, the bomb is followed. Online God with 1, he needs 3 more, and it's not going to happen. OBJ shuts things down. And Offset will take victory here over me and the boys on Dust 2 in quite dominant fashion.
Yeah, that was really well done, actually. And I think that was a very crucial match for Offset to pick up as well. So I think they're putting themselves here in contention for that playoff spot, Boggs. They're there, I'm pretty sure. By the end of this week, by the end of next week, we will know definitively who will be advancing, who will not be advancing in Winners League. For now, this story is over, and we move on to a pretty important match coming up next for Eco Boars versus Vexed. What time is it right now? Okay, we're a little ahead of schedule. Man, I swear it is backwards day today. We're ahead of schedule. We got players vetoing early. a beautiful day. So we're going to get 10-minute break right here. Enjoy the music. If you're in here right now and you haven't done so already, please follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. Great ways to keep along with everything happening in Winners League, as well as support us, give more back to the players and more back to you. Follow Boggs, follow myself, follow Melanie, and 10 minutes.